It has been less than 24 hours since U.S. President Barack Obama made his presentation to the American people about the U.S. strategy against the Islamic State. He said he's authorized U.S. airstrikes for the first time in Syria and more attacks in Iraq. Now, with the U.S. outlining a clearer approach, will Arab nations get on board? That's the big question for U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, who is in the region trying to expand a coalition. CCTV's Sean Calebs joins us now on set with the very latest on Kerry's visit.
Elaine, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry says the U.S.-led effort against the Islamic State is not a war, instead calling it a counterterrorism operation. Whatever the phrase, the U.S. is going to need widespread international support to achieve the administration's goal of degrading and destroying IS. John Kerry's roadshow took him to Saudi Arabia in the effort to drum up more international support to combat the threat from the Islamic State. Saudi leaders are agreeing to establish and host training sites to allow the U.S. and others to work with Syrian moderate Sunni rebels who are fighting IS and to battle the remnants from the Assad government. But Kerry is adamant this is not and will not be a U.S. war with IS.
The government of Iraq has invited the United States of America and asked for help. It has asked for help from the United States. It has asked for help from its neighbors.
Middle East Gulf Coast states, Jordan, Turkey, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Kuwait, Egypt, and others are being asked to step up their rhetoric against IS through government-controlled media and by speaking out against extremism. It's a way to show a unified regional fight against the terrorist group, rather than painting a picture of the U.S. versus radical Islam. China Foreign Ministry Office is supporting the coalition.
China firmly opposes any form of terrorism and asserts that international cooperation is needed to counter terrorism, which includes supporting countries' efforts to maintain internal security and stability.
At the same time, China says national sovereignty and territorial integrity must be respected. That is an important caveat, because the U.S. said it may expand its airstrikes from Iraq into Syria. Not everyone in the region is embracing the growing union. The Iranian Foreign Affairs Office issued a critical statement, saying the so-called international coalition to fight IS is shrouded in serious ambiguities, and there are severe misgivings about its determination to sincerely fight the root causes of terrorism. The Gulf Cooperation Council, which includes Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, Kuwait, and the UAE, are being asked to consider committing troops to fight in Iraq. That is likely to be met with severe reservations. Overall, however, the U.S. is walking away from the table pleased.
That is certainly an important moment right now to see the Arab world coming together and rejecting ISIS, rejecting their ideology and their tactics, and taking actions to fight against them. I also think
Secretary Kerry says Saudi Arabia is deeply committed to the effort to destroy the Islamic State. From here, Kerry moves on to Turkey and then Egypt in his ongoing effort to build a widespread coalition in that region. Elaine?
And Sean, Kerry's made it clear that it'll be the Gulf states that must step up and play a key role in corralling IS. Can you explain?
The Gulf states and Turkey, he's really reaching out to those areas. What he wants from Saudi Arabia, not only the training center, he really wants him to crack down on funding that is going to the IS, as well as more than 1,000 Saudis have already gone to join up, volunteer with the IS, so they have to find a way. Saudi recently cracked a cell where people were very active recruiting area. So that's a positive step. Turkey, meanwhile, it is in a tough position. They are not signing the coalition right now. There are 49 Turkish hostages held in Mosul, and they feel that if they would sign that, it would put those people in peril. Very difficult situation.
All right, Sean Calebs, thanks for that.